Episode 5. Ben Gunn. I stopped to catch my breath and looked around. I saw a figure hiding behind a tree. Was it a pirate? I started to run back the way I came, but he followed me. I remembered I had my pistol, but just as I was about to shoot, he threw himself onto his knees and cried out, "Oh, don't shoot!" "Who are you?" I demanded. My name's Ben Gunn," replied the man. "I haven't spoken to anybody for 3 years. I was a pirate, but I argued with my crew here on this island, and they left me here, marooned. Help me, please. I'm a rich man." Rich? I thought he was crazy. How on earth could he be rich? He continued, "I saw you come on that ship. Is it Flint's ship? Is there a pirate with one leg on the ship?" "Flint is dead," I said. "And yes, Long John Silver is on the ship. He's the cook and the leader of the pirates." "And what's your name?" asked Gunn. "Jim," I replied. We started talking, and after a while I no longer feared him, so I told him the whole story. "Listen, Jim, I can help you find the treasure and get rid of the pirates. If I do, will your squire, Trelawney, let me sail home with you?" "I'm sure he will," I replied. Ben went on to tell me his story. "I was on Flint's ship when he buried the treasure here on this island. He went ashore with 6 men and left the rest of us, that is, Long John Silver, Blind Pew, Billy Bones and me, aboard. After 6 days, Flint came back on board alone. The others were dead. He'd killed them all." He continued. "Then, 3 years later, I was on another ship and we sighted the island. 'This is where Flint buried his treasure,' I said to the other pirates. 'Let's go ashore and look for it.' We spent 12 long days looking, but we couldn't find it. The others grew impatient with me, and we argued. They gave up the hunt and went back aboard, leaving me here alone. Now, Jim, you go and speak to Squire Trelawney, please." "But how can I get back to the ship?" I asked. "I can't go back with the pirates. I'm scared of them now." "I've got a little boat," answered Gunn. "It's hidden under a white rock." Just then I heard the boom of the cannon from the Hispaniola. "They've started fighting!" I cried. Ben and I stayed together, listening to the cannon and pistol fire. Eventually, I decided to make my way back to the ship. At some point along the way, we spotted the Union Jack flying above the trees. "That must be your friends. They're in the old log house built by Flint many years ago," said Gunn. "It can't be them. They're on the Hispaniola. It must be Silver or some of the other mutineers," I replied. "Not likely," said Gunn. "Silver would fly the Jolly Roger." "I think your friends have retreated to the log house, Jim, and Silver has the ship," said Ben Gunn. "You go, Jim, and tell your squire that if he wants to talk, to come with a white flag to show he means well." I looked out to sea, and I could see that the Hispaniola was still in her place. But Gunn was right. She was flying the Jolly Roger.